everyone, welcome back to the Huddle Up. In this video, we will be discussing Sunday Week 11's NFL games. So, let's get started going right into the Steelers vs. Browns game.
Okay, starting off with the 13-10. Browns come up with a very close win, and they move to 7-3, while Pittsburgh moves to 6-4. Let's go over some of the stats. Kenny Pickett, 106 yards, 0 touchdown passes. Then you got DTR playing for Cleveland as Deshaun Watson is now out. He threw for 165 yards and 1 interception. Let's get into the next game. We have the Raiders and the Dolphins, 20-13. The Raiders just bring in a new quarterback, Aiden O'Connell. He threw 271 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 interceptions. Not a good game for him. On the other hand, you have Tua Tagovailoa, 325 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Let's go over some of the touchdowns in this game. Devontae Adams, 7 receptions, 82 yards, and 1 touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 10 receptions, 146 yards, and 1 touchdown. Let's move in to the next game, Lions vs. Bears. The 8-2 Lions barely but make it happen with a win, 31-26 against the 3-8 Chicago Bears. Justin Fields, his first game back, he didn't do too bad. 169 yards and a touchdown with 104 rushing yards. DJ Moore, 7 receptions, 96 yards and a touchdown. Then you got Donta Foreman, 6 carries, 14 yards and a touchdown. Then, the Chicago Bears defense, 3 interceptions for them. Very good for them to put them up. Jared Goff now and his team, the Lions, down big and they somehow came back. Jared Goff, 236 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. Ross St. Brown, 8 receptions, 77 yards, and 1 touchdown. Chargers versus the Packers. 20-23, the Packers win by a field goal. Both teams are now 4-6 and are in the hunt for the playoffs. Justin Herbert, 260 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jordan Love, 322 yards and 2 touchdowns. Keenan Allen, 10 receptions, 116 yards and 1 touchdown. Then let's go into some of the Packers receivers and running backs. Jaden Reed, 3 receptions, 46 yards and a touchdown. Romeo Doubs, 5 receptions, 53 yards and 1 touchdown. The Cardinals, 21-16. The Texans are now 6-4 and the Cardinals move to 2-9. Kyler Murray, big game for him yesterday. 214 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Then the rookie, that I think will be the rookie of the year, but didn't do too good today, CJ Stroud, 336 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. Tank Dell, 8 receptions, 149 yards, and a touchdown. To me, the biggest upset of the week, I thought the Cowboys were going to destroy the Panthers, but they really didn't. 33-10. Panthers put up more points than the Giants in the first game that they played. The Cowboys are now 7-3, and the Panthers are 1-9. Dak threw for 189 yards and 2 touchdowns. Bryce Young, on the other hand, threw 123 yards and 1 touchdown. Then, to our next game, the Giants versus the Commanders. We have Tommy DeVito, his first full NFL game. He threw for 246 yards and 3 touchdowns. Then you got Sam Howell, who threw for 255 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 interceptions. Now on to our next game, the 49ers versus the Buccaneers. Brock Purdy threw for 333 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. Baker Mayfield threw for 246 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception. 49ers moved to 7-3, while the Bucks moved down to 4-6. Then, the Jets versus the Bills. Final score of that game was 32-6. Not a good game for the Jets. Zach Wilson, only 81 yards and 1 touchdown. He threw 1 interception as well. Josh Allen, 275 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Then, a very close game, off by 1 point. The Rams versus the Seahawks. The Rams take the win home. Geno Smith, 233 yards and a touchdown. And Matt Stafford, 190 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Then, Vikings-Broncos. This is also a game that was 1 point off. The Broncos take home the lead. Josh Dobbs, 221 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. He also had a rushing touchdown. Russell Wilson, no interceptions against that Vikings defense. He threw for 259 yards and 1 touchdown. And that is it for this week's overview of all the NFL games in Week 11. We will have a video out tomorrow about the Chiefs-Eagles game. Fly, Eagles, fly.